está. Shalom. The real Hebrew Israelites that come in week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass place called America, to teach the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you guys are God's chosen people that the Bible speaks of. But first and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Akim out there that are pushing this truth with nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh. I'm the brother Marakab.
I'm the brother Amawan.
And today we want to talk about the lost sheep of Israel, you know, because in the scriptures, Bible always talks about the Israelites being the sheep, though, you know. Us Israelites right here, we're always the sheep, though, you know. So that's the thing about it, though, because you know, we're also known, you know, like Judah, you know, known about the lion, you know, things of the matter, though. But it always goes down to the sheep, though, because our people, man, literally, you know, from the 12 tribes, though, are like sheep, though, because they follow anything, you know. You know, they get lost, though, and then you got something.
I was just gonna say too that the 12 tribes of Israel, they're not those people that are in the land of Israel today, you know, because they don't know who the 12 tribes are. You know, that's why they're lost.
Because don't they go based on don't they get based on like one tribe, though, and they just go go just based on one tribe, though.
They just say that's the land of the Jews, you know.
Yeah.
But they don't say that they're the 12 tribes of Israel, because they say that 1948 was the year that they got put back in their land, is what they say.
Yeah, yeah. According to even, like, I believe they even said prophecy, right? Like, so, but they say, okay, but what about because aren't they Old Testament, right? They're all about the Testament. But doesn't in the Old Testament, it talks about how Judah and Israel will get back together as future prophecy? Ezekiel 37, I believe Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter, and even in there it talks about how Israel and Judah will come together. You know? Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, these three men are prophets from the Old Testament. You know? And if you know though, that, you know, the northern kingdom got taken away, though, by the Assyrians, though, you know? And that's the thing about it, though. So it's like, all right, though, so you Khazars say, you know, you're in the land and you guys doing this and that, though, but doesn't it talk about how in the future that the northern and southern kingdom were going to come together, though, man? You know? So we are lost sheep, though, because we're scattered, though, man. We're out there, we're scattered, though. You know, and you know, Jake sees something he likes, though, he does it to the extreme, though, man. But Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, talks about do not follow the heathen ways, though, man. You know?
And we're lost too, because we're a blind people, you know. We don't know the truth, that we're the real Israelites.
Yeah, because that makes us lost, though, because what is it in Revelation 8 and 11 talks about how we're dead, though, literally, but it means from the neck up, though. Don't mean like we're walking zombies or anything like that.
Yeah, they lie dead in the streets.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and it's not even talking about the physical, man. It's talking about the spiritual, that we're spiritually dead people, man. Because that's the thing, like, because when you think about a sheep, though, you know, it loses a shepherd. What happens to the sheep, though? Don't they get scattered? So that's the thing. No matter what, though, our people always need a leader, though, man. Our people always need a leader, from the time of Moses to the King David. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, our people always needed someone to lead them, though, because if not, though, we just follow these different heathen ways, though, man. You got something?
I'm looking for a scripture. Is that a scripture?
What I was gonna say is, no, you could look for yours, though, because let me get Jeremiah 50 and 17, because And oh, this, by the way, Jeremiah 50 and 17 is in the Old Testament, which he calls our Old Testament people, right? So let me get Jeremiah 50 and 17. Unless you already found yours?
You're in Ezekiel?
Oh no, you can get yours, brother. You want? Yeah.
I think this is Ezekiel 34 and 11.
That's the spirit, because you could get it though. Get it, yeah. Go on. Yeah.
For thus saith Yahweh Shimon Shai, behold, even I will both search my sheep and seek them out. And verse 12, as the shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day.
Ooh. You see?
So they've been scattered all around the world.
Yeah.
Not just in one place.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the 1948, they got saved only in one place. You know?
Yeah.
They didn't get saved all around the world. You know, like Yahushua is going to do, come and save, you know, he's going to go around the entire earth.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got saved in that one place though, and they got put into the land of Israel. But what about the other ones though?
Yeah, they didn't even get put in that land by the Lord himself. You know?
Yeah.
So the Lord said he was going to rescue the sheep, you know, himself. Verse 13, I will bring them out from the peoples, gather them from the countries, and bring them into their own land. I will feed them on the mountains of Israel, in the ravines, in the ravines, and in all the settlements of the land.
You see? So what does that, you know, mean though? That they're scattered all over though. Gonna come together, and they're gonna be at a time of rulership, which is coming soon. You know? Not all these nations are going to Israel and saying, oh, we need this or we need that though. Now, like it tells you in was it Zephaniah the 3rd chapter? It talks about these nations go up to the high mountain though. You know what I mean? Israel right now is getting backed up by America, man. Like the land of Israel needs America more than America needs Israel. Right? But that's the thing about it though, man. Because it's like it.
I'm saying because America now with the tariffs.
Yeah.
You know. So now we really need China, you know. but Trump put tariffs now. Ain't nothing coming in from China.
Bro, I seen that like 20,000 UPS workers are gonna get laid off though, because a lot of things at Amazon that are made from China. So imagine this warehouse, right? Like this Amazon warehouse, which I believe that the spirit. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen though. Like that the warehouses are gonna be less and less items to deliver though. So imagine this big ass warehouse, like that big though. You know, imagine a warehouse like that big though, and only like 25% of it has items in it though. These other workers are gonna show up to work and be like, "Whoa, what? We don't need you no more. We just need 3 people."
Yeah, because China, they make a lot of like plates and electronics.
Yeah, Taiwan too. Yeah, they make a lot of things that through like the Amazon gets delivered though, you know. So man, Amazon's gonna be, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe things in Amazon are gonna spike up though too, because they're gonna be only limited things on there though. So imagine that though. It's just gonna be hard though, man. It's gonna be harder. It's just gonna get harder and harder though. That's why we need Yahweh Shem Yahushai though, man. You know, these small hats over there are living lovely though. You know what I'm saying though? Calling themselves the people though. Well, you know what I'm saying though. But what about the scattered though? You know, what? These people were just scattered up, you know, in Khazaria. You know what I mean? And they just brought them down. Crazy though.
And then and they're still sinning.
Yeah.
After they got saved,
They control the corn industry. They control the music industry. They control these networks on television. They control pretty much the television though.
And there's still war going on.
Yeah. Yeah, because the second chapter of Isaiah talks about in the kingdom there's not going to be no more war. But aren't they into it right now? Still are with Hamas and them.
Yep,
Still.
But they're not gonna stop. It's not like one day they're gonna stop.
Be like, all right, we're good though. Nah, they're gonna keep pushing though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Until the real war breaks out.
Mm-hmm. Which this brother brought out last week though, the Armageddon, which is gonna occur out there though, So that's gonna be the war, man. That's gonna be the war that the hopeful elect is looking forward to happen though, man. You get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying though? But like I said in Matthew's 24th chapter, it's talking about Yahushua gathering the elect though, man. So it has to happen though, you know what I mean? But you small hats don't even believe in Yahushua though, So, but I mean, it is what it is though. Even though Yahushua came from the tribe of Judah though, you guys discredit him though. You got more on that?
I'm done with that.
I'm gonna get Jeremiah 50 and 17. It says, Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyrian had devoured him, and last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had broken his bones. But see, it referred to Israel as a scattered sheep, though. And if you look into the book of Kings, though, I believe it's like it's the Second Kings, the 17th chapter. It goes into the history about how the northern kingdom got taken away with captives, exile out of the land from the Assyrians, though. So it says Israel is a scattered sheep, though. So we got scattered, though, man. So these small hats don't even talk about the northern kingdom, man. And right now, bro, too, there's some Israelite camps, though. They're only strictly southern kingdom, and that's it. They're only if you ain't dark skin, if you ain't black though, then nah, you ain't an Israelite though, man. Can you believe there's some Israelite camps that really believe that shit though? That if you ain't dark though, you ain't no Israelite though, which is stupid, man. But like I said, our people are scattered though. So this is something that had happened though, history though, because in Jeremiah the 17 and 9. Which I'll get real quick though, and if you got something too.
Our people, they were forced to leave that land because they got taken over. So we wanted to find somewhere new where we could keep our commandments.
Yeah, right. That's why we took off from right, the whole second Ezra 13, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I went to find the land of what's it called?
Azareth. Yeah, because in the book of Tobit, goes into like how our people were, You read that first chapter of Tobit though, it goes into like, like he saw Tobias, but I believe Tobit. He saw our people, man. They're like, man, they're all fucked up, man. So we weren't having it good over there in the northern kingdom though, at the time of Assyria though. We weren't having it good out there, man. We were still getting fucked up, man. We were like in a low state though. That's why we had to escape from there, man. We had to escape from there, And then even at that though, bro, imagine though, we went from the other side of the world, bro, Nazareth, right? And these fucking devils still came over here. Crazy, man. Like we only trying to fuck with Esau. Here, our people, which we are our ancestors though. We left though to get away from these fucking heathens, right? Well, to get away from these heathen though. Just in general. Get away from these fucking heathen. It could be Edomites, Moabites, whatever, man. And somehow, some way, these fucking heathens find us though.
Yeah, because Esau is the one that takes away the peace from the earth. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
With that sword that he had.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's where Christopher Columbus comes in.
Yeah, because that devil, He said he couldn't even put his sword down for more than an hour, right? Or something like that in his journal. And it's true though, man. So you guys, Christopher Columbus though, man, he wasn't this great guy that discovered though America. How is something gonna be discovered when people already inhabited this place though, man? It's like me going and you own a car, right? You got the pink slip to your car. Me seeing you, me kicking you out, fucking you up, me getting in your car and driving, right? And if I get pulled over, hey sir, I just discovered this car, man. What about the person that you beat up and you put them to the ground though, man? That victim, right? Our people been victimized by this devil for many years, man. You know what I'm saying though? So it's crazy. It's crazy the hypocrisy of Esau, man, and things like that though, man. And the thing about it though, man, is a lot of people like to follow his ways too, man. From Northern Kingdom even to to the Jakes, the sellout Jakes though, man. They try to be like this devil, man. But the thing about it though is that our people are, like I said, going back to they're like sheep though. They just follow, man. What you got to do?
Yeah, so it was in the second Ezra,
5th chapter.
13.
Oh yeah, come. Second Ezra 13, and I believe you can start like on 49 or 50. Because our people are always scattered though, man. Our people are always scattered though. So it's known for our people to be over here and over there.